Hi, I'm Mark Chin. I'd like to introduce you to the USB PiCHUB. This is a hybrid USB Type-C hub with one upstream port, three downstream ports, and a dual role Type-C port. Over here we have extended headers for the Raspberry Pi, so you can put jumpers on and connect to other devices or stack your projects. We have a programming pins for the microcontroller on board, some digital analog I/O, and we have a USB jumper going into the Raspberry Pi Zero underneath. This works with Raspberry Pi A, B, B+, and Pi 3. So we're going to show you a demo. We have a USB Type-C adapter here for plugging into the port. And we have a USB charger, 5-volt, 3 amps, that will power this development board through that port. And we have Python code that will automatically switch depending on what you plug into the board. So let's show you a demo. We have everything powered up now. So plugging in the Pi here. So now we see the power on the development board, the hub, and we have the Raspberry Pi booting. This is running the latest Raspbian Jessie. So right now we don't have any keyboard and mouse plugged in, so we're going to plug into one of these ports over here just to give us keyboard connection so we can run this script manually. This script will be put into your rc.local file, and it'll be running automatically at boot up, so you can run your PiCHUB without manually turning on the code all the time. So now we're going to log in. So we've just logged into our Pi. And we're going to switch to our development folder there. So this is a Python script that will switch the port to either device mode or power mode. So we're going to run the script. So now we see some data. That's just scanning the port, looking for interrupts. Now we're going to plug in the USB adapter. There's the USB adapter, it's a Type-C. So once we plug this in, the script has detected, so it's turning on power to this drive, and now we're going to move our Wi-Fi dongle over to this adapter, plug it in, and then we're going to type something just to show that we do have a connection there. So we do have USB connection on that Type-C port. Now we will disconnect our Wi-Fi dongle, and we're going to plug in this power charger here. This is a Type-C, 5-volt, 3 amps. So it gives you a lot of power to run your Raspberry Pi projects. So now we're going to plug this into the port, and it will switch power to the development board now. So the charger is powering this hub here. We also have a LED flashing from the microcontroller. So that's running. So now we're running from the USB charger, which gives us a lot more power than just running from the Raspberry Pi. So now what we'll do is disconnect this USB jumper from the Pi Zero, and the board should keep running, just switching power on the fly. So now the LED is still flashing, the code is still running, Pi is still going. And we will switch back now, plug this back in. And now we will disconnect the power from the charger, and this should switch back to the Raspberry Pi power. So the PSOC's still running, the power hasn't stopped. And this gives you the ability to switch on the fly. We have some power headers here, so you can run external projects from there, and you have extra ports for your Pi Zero or your other Pis. And here are some jumpers for the other Raspberry Pis, depending on which board you have. It's a kit. You can see all the contents on our Kickstarter page. And this board is ready to go. We just have a few changes we're going to make on the final revision. And you can see everything running. You'll see the Python script that we'll provide, and you can integrate it into your projects or make changes and learn how the USB Type-C port operates, as a lot of new phones and devices, computers, laptops will be running this USB Type-C port. So this will give you insight to the development and also integrate your microcontroller, which is connected to the I2C also, so you can actually get the analog data and so forth and bring it back into your Pi through I2C. And we have two flavors of the board. One's with the PSOC 4000 and another one with the Atmel AT Tiny 85V. So you can help us and back this project so we can get the PiCHUB to all you makers and developers out there. And thank you for your help.